Today we're going to be predicting the new face of the UFC. A few fighters who could possibly be the new face of the UFC. The Conor McGregors, the Adesanya's, the Pereiras. Pereira is already the current face of the UFC. Hands down, Alex Pereira is the current face of the UFC. Honestly, with what he's doing now, such the last 2 years of activity and double champ status in middleweight and light heavyweight, putting on events back to back, saving cards. Alex Pereira is the current face of the UFC, but this video is the potential new faces of the UFC for years to come. And there's 3 people that stand out to mind instantly. Let's get right into the first one. Islam Makhachev. Islam, you could already say, is also the face of the UFC, but I wouldn't say he's as much of the face of the UFC as Alex Pereira. In my opinion, I feel like Islam has the most potential to be the face of the UFC if he keeps on being active, doing exactly what he's doing now. Being active, finishing opponents, being fashy, technical, and just humble and the daggy way. People absolutely love that already. Another face of the UFC, honestly, come on, let's be real. Ilia Topuria. It's already getting to that point where people already consider him the face of the UFC and a potential future GOAT, and the people he's beating and the style and the way he's looking and he's undefeated and his aura and everything. Topuria or Islam, hands down, is going to be the face of the UFC. And if they make that fight, the winner of that fight will most likely be the face of the UFC. That is a big one right there. Topuria is already a huge, massive star, so he could be the next up-and-comer superstar for the UFC. Who else? We have Islam, we have Topuria, and we have Alex as the current. Now, another one. Honestly, let's be real. Drakus. I think Drakus, hands down, he's already rising to superstardom globally. And if he keeps on doing what he's doing, I think without a shadow of a doubt, the way he carries himself, everything, the way he speaks, he will hands down, being from the continent of Africa, he will hands down be one of the biggest stars in the UFC. And another one at middleweight as well, depending on how the matchup goes, Khamzat. People already love Khamzat. People want Khamzat to be the champion. If Khamzat could actually win the belt, be champion, and defend the belt multiple times, people will absolutely love Khamzat. And if he can actually be active how he used to be and turn it around somewhat quickly, because now he hasn't been so active, but people would be raving to see Khamzat fight. And when's the next time Khamzat's going to come and this and that? Who else has potential superstardom? Conor McGregor, Adesanya, Pereira level stuff. Obviously, John Jones was already the face of the UFC, but he's not going to be the new. Ooh, Tommy Aspinall. Tom Aspinall, hands down, being the heavyweight baddest man in the world. If he beats John Jones and he continues defending that belt, he will be the superstar face of the UFC. People already love Tom Aspinall and the way he carries himself and everything. Tom Aspinall is already such a beast and a great human being all around. A great representation of an MMA fighter and the sport as a whole. So I think Tom Aspinall, Islam Makhachev, Ilia Topuria, Khamzat, Drakus du Plessis all have massive potential to be the new superstars, the new faces of the UFC in the years to come, the next Battle Hall of Famers. Tell me who y'all think could be the new potential faces of the UFC. Tell me what y'all think about my list so far. Tell me what y'all think I left out. Like, subscribe, join the MMA gang. I hope y'all enjoyed. I love you guys. I love the support. Have a great day. Let's do this. Join the MMA game. Got a whole bunch of events coming up. Got a whole bunch of videos coming out. Let's do this. I'm active. I'm posting all the time just for y'all. I love y'all and have a